purpose of this video is going to be talking about the purpose of the divine masculine in the physical reality. So if you are on a journey of soul remembrance, we've already shared in this particular inner union library where you're going to get to a place in the journey called neutrality. Neutrality is a place where you're okay. Like, life doesn't have to be a certain way for you to be fine. How did you get here? If you're not here yet, let me tell you, the divine masculine on the twin flame journey. Some people reach this journey when they're going through grief, maybe the loss of a loved one. If they're already conscious and they lost a loved one, this here moment of grief can deepen their awareness of neutrality, because they begin to not be putting their emotions into things like they used to at all. They begin to surrender every last little nook and cranny of attachment, right? But prior to all of that, there was a divine masculine in the play, in the physical reality. And I want you to know, if you're watching this, right? But prior to all of that, there was a divine masculine in the play, in the physical reality. And I want you to know, if you're watching this here, you're most likely to not the divine feminine. The divine feminine aspect, she must go on a journey of unfoldment of her higher level chakra pools of energy. That means her heart space. Hey Derek, thank you for passing through. Passenger, I see you. Her heart space, pools of energy. That means her heart space. Hey Derek, thank you for passing through. Passenger, I see you. Her heart space and above, those chakra pools of energy. So that means her throat, her thyroid. Her expression needs to come to the forefront. She needs to activate her first eye and tap into the cosmic energy that's flowing. That's her job. She's more spiritually tuned. The divine masculine, he's more into the logic. He's more into, or her, is into the ego. He's more owning the physical realm. The divine feminine, she owns the spiritual realm. So in the physical reality, the divine feminine will meet some person that's called the divine masculine. It is not gender specific. And on meeting this particular person through a divine feminine journey, they are like attracted to one another because they share these chakra pools of energy. They share in a soul. The divine feminine has the higher aspects of the chakra pools above the heart. The divine masculine rules with the ones below the heart. And because they share this, they also really sharing trauma. They sharing this here trauma, and the divine masculine knows all of the low-key principles or ways to trigger the divine feminine. So that's outside, that's 3D, right? So as within, so without. So this means the divine feminine by herself in the spiritual aspect, she has within her already a divine masculine. And her divine masculine principle inside of her is really running the show. Now, we're not going to separate this here part, because we want you to know that you are whole and complete without a person out there in the matrix called a twin flame. So your inside of you, divine masculine principle, because there's a law of gender that says there must be male and there must be female principles. To be whole and sovereign, you have to have both principles inside of you. So your masculine principle inside of you as a person is looking for structure. It's looking for structure within you, because you probably got the love and light. You got the feminine principle going good. You're already a divine feminine, but you need your structure to it. You got to put on the whole armor of God. You got to be yin and yang, the alpha and omega, the beginning and the end. Right? So with that being said, your divine masculine wants to make sure that you are ready for sovereignty. So with that being said, everything that the external divine masculine twin flame is doing to you has been ordered and instructed by you, so that you can purge all of your freaking triggers, all of your traumas out of your body, so you could transmute, transform, and transcend that stuff. So what is the purpose of the divine masculine? To do that, to trigger you, to trigger the hell out of you. And physical reality, a lot of people don't be understanding this here because they be still in 3D consciousness. You really don't get this here clarity until you enter into inner union, because hindsight is 2020. So when you enter in the inner union, you can look back at the journey and be like, oh my God. I wonder why that person was the only person that I couldn't get along with, and the only person that triggered me like that, and the only person that made me feel da 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 da. Because your divine masculine within you requires this for purification of you, right? Hey, hey, hey. You look at the honest reviews. Thank you for trusting the alchemist. Oh, yes, it does work. If that's what you're asking, it doesn't work for. The alchemist oil is pinned below if you're interested in that. It really, really helps you on your soul's journey. That's why I pinned it. It helps you with the dark night of the soul. It helps you remember yourself. It helps you to support opening up the heart space and ground you and protect you and release attachments. That's spiritually. In the physical reality, it'll support you in other ways as well. And it'll help you to unalive critters in your body. It'll help you get rid of toxins in the physical reality. And that's waste based upon you, us manifesting dis-ease and disharmony via the spiritual realm, because everything in the spiritual realm must manifest in the physical. So check it out and read the honest reviews. But the purpose of this video is to talk about how the divine masculine has a purpose in your journey as it pertains to you reaching inner union and remembering yourself. You have been grounded for weeks. Good for you. I'm so happy for you. So nonetheless, that is the purpose of the divine masculine. The purpose of the divine masculine is going to be, if we're going to put it in simple terms, it's going to be to trigger you. Yes, it will be. Trigger the hell out of you. Just trigger. Just trigger. Just trigger you so much that everything comes to surface so you can be aware of it. And so a lot of people get on social media apps and they be longing up. That's 3D. Gotta trigger. He or she gotta come back and trigger you some more. What you longing for? Something outside of yourself. If you knew who you were, why would you? If you knew that that divine masculine is you, why in the hell would you be longing for you? I mean, if you think about it, it don't even make common sense. So these triggers is to get you out of 3D consciousness where all of this here so-called longing, this limerence, this fear lives. Because in 5D consciousness, once you get to neutrality, you don't feel that no more. They or nobody can trigger you no more. Because over here in 5D consciousness, you realize you are the I am, you're not the body. You realize how sovereign you are. And this is really, really a minute shift in your mind, in the way that you think about the person, your personhood, in the way that you think about the body, the way that you flip it from operating in ego versus operating and letting your soul lead you. It is a choice. It is a choice that you're making. We're so free we can choose the bondage, is how Abraham Hicks put it, right? We so free that we could choose the bondage of the mind, choose to be in 3D, choose to suffer with fear, choose to be in limerence, or we can choose not to choose and simply be the I am. Everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. So the divine masculine often does this. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate every last one of you. Wow, I am. Right. No one can trigger you. Oh, I'm happy for that. So you get to a place in the journey where no one can trigger you. Because that is the knowing. That is you finally being able to be still and know. And in whoever said that, whoever posted that, Glow had to have gone through something. You cannot just flip. Nobody can trigger me. Because see, there are two people. If you're there in inner union and in neutrality, then nobody really can trigger you because you are the I am. But there are two people that say that. There are people that are still hurt and still holding on to trauma that'll say, nobody can trigger me, nobody can hurt me because they operating from ego, like, right? Like I'll beat their butt, or I don't care because I done been through so much trauma that, I don't even know how to love no more. Like, right? It's not that one. There are two type of people that say nobody can hurt me. There's a person who's trying to be egoic, macho man or woman, and then there's that person that's on a sovereign path, a soul path of remembrance, and they done jumped out of the freaking mindset of the person in the body. They done became the I am. So of course nobody can hurt you. You're everlasting, you're vast, you're boundless. You don't have a body. You don't pick up the trauma that's in the body, that's stored in the body of the person who you're actually participating as. Your life itself, experiencing life itself through your person only. And you understand, you now know nobody, nothing can hurt me. Right? You got that glow? Yes. Oh, okay. Glow on the real side. The glow on the right side. Yeah, I don't like to argue. Nobody's arguing, Villa, babe. Talk about what you do like. Yeah, been both. Yes, and that's clarity too. Glow said, I've been both. Yeah, to in order, and see, that's the beautiful thing of being on the journey of getting to know God. In order to experience God, just like I was sharing with you all, that God wants to experience itself in the person. But in order to experience God, you got to experience all totalities of God. So glow, even me, been on that side already. We'd have been on that side when we operated with egos. Man, nobody can hear me. I wish mother would. Kind of like egoic talk, like, right? But to be on this other side, it really, really helps Glow and I understand the totality of this inner union thing. And that's when you really become complete. That's really when you become the one, because now you done put on the whole armor of God. That's really what it's saying when it say, I'm the alpha, I'm this side over here, these frequencies of God, and I'm the omega. I'm the beginning of these frequencies over here, and I'm the end of these frequencies. That means I done put on everything, that I done had all of these experiences in my person to understand the fullness of God in that particular area. That's how you get to inner union. All of these were frequencies, right? Emotions, right? But when you roll them all up in a circle, now you've experienced all of them and you're back home. You're in inner union. You're in neutrality. And that's the sweet spot where nobody really can hurt you. And so you could look back on the twin flame journey, because a lot of people that's on the road to sovereignty are on that road because they've been exposed to their other half of their soul. And I'm not talking about a soulmate. I'm talking about a person that just shakes your life, because you have so many commonalities, yet you in the physical you're so different. You have so many commonalities. You have so many like and triggers. You have you when you look at them, you know that you're looking through the soul of your person. You can't articulate it. You can't explain it. The best way example I can think of is like on the movie The Matrix, when Neo and Morpheus was they was about to train for, I guess, his kung fu or karate, just martial arts or whatever, and the room just like collapsed, and they were just in this little, matrix itself collapsed, and they were just like in this simulated environment of a room, like with white walls, and everything else was just gone. When you're in the presence of that particular person, it's just like life no longer exists. It's just you in that particular person. Sometimes it can be a touch or a hug or an intimate moment with that particular person, and you just have a knowing. Sometimes you'll have a flashbacks, like memories in the physical reality, as if you've experienced lifetimes already with this particular person. And that's a beautiful thing. But I'm not here to hype up the divine masculine for you. And in this particular inner union library, I'm never going to hype up the divine masculine to you. It is my promise to you, because I'm not them other people that's going to help you get into no limerence about no man or no woman in the physical reality. I'm not. The reason why you fell in love with that joker, the reason why you so deeply rooted in thinking maybe in the earlier stage of that particular person, is because that's you. You've fallen in love with the aspect of you that you remember. You're falling in love with your masculine aspect that you maybe not embodied just yet. And so you long for that very aspect of your divine masculine to get on board within you. It's what you're longing for. You're not longing for that person. You'll figure that out later on in the journey, that it wasn't that person. It was your freaking soul, because you had been here in this particular realm for so long, so many different kind of like lifetimes, like, right? And you were not mating with your soul. So this is your love story that you wrote for you, to you, by you, to remember you. You decided that you will come forth in another person's form, but yet still your soul, so you could recognize you, so you could remember you, so you could fall in love with you again. And that helped you to get to deeper levels of your awakening. And so when you got to that deeper level of your awakening, what happened is your inner masculine said, okay, now I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to move that out of the way, because you see the essence that you made up. You saw your soul. You saw your love. You saw yourself through something or another object outside of yourself. Now get up in here and make sure that you are that self. Now remember yourself and long for yourself so deeply that you mate with yourself so much that you become your yin and your yang. Because it's cool to be a divine feminine out there. You know, loving on everybody, giving on, nurturing on everybody. But you got to get your structure, your divine masculine on board within yourself, within your person. That means you got to find out what really makes you feel that kind of way in the matrix. That means you got to put on the whole armor of God. You got to fall so deeply in love with yourself that your actions in your simulated environment shows that structure of love, shows that accountability, shows that clarity. You got to move now with authority within yourself without that person, because outside circumstances don't matter. When it's time for you to get an inner union within yourself, it is about you and you. And so a lot of people in the twin flame journey, and I do consultations, they come and they crying and they longing. All of that is 3D shit. And if you're gonna be part of my inner union library, don't I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, don't sign up for my membership if you own that type of walk. They got a lot of people on free.com, YouTube. I am here for those people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that are often even sick and tired of being used because they done gave their money away to this one and that one and another one, and there was always more money on top of more money. I'm leaving a library behind for you to sit down, be still, and know with these videos that you got. There will not be any videos. Listen, I could X you out right now because I'm not in this for your money. There will not be any videos telling you how to get deeper into no damn limerence, telling you to do any action in the physical reality, because you're the spiritual one. It is teaching you mind over matter type stuff. Like, right? Like controlling your thinking to get deeper into that subconscious mind, that outside circumstances do not matter because you're dealing with your own soul. You don't go and chase. This sounds really ridiculous. You don't go and chase you. You don't go chase you. You ain't got to chase you. What you got to do is be aware of you. And that is really the role that the masculine, the divine masculine, the physical reality helps you with more than anything. Be aware of you. Because you begin to think and question in yourself, dang, why do I have to go through this? Dang, why he or she treating me like this? Dang. Somebody said that's me. Hey, sweetie pie, I see you, babe. Wow. I'm calm and relaxed person. I thought I was investing my money with her. Oh, you got already? Well, hey, it is what it is, baby. It happens sometimes. So how do you get your identity from the awakening? That's gonna be in the inner union. We did that. We actually posted that video in the inner union on my YouTube channel, right? Mind just woke up. That's all. And see, that's another thing. Beb says, mind just woke up. That's all. Let me explain that to you here right now on this video. The feminine, the divine feminine is the one who's waking up to all of this spiritual stuff. Stop going to divine masculine who shares the soul, but he or she is operating on the lower chakra pools of energy. That's ego. That's the physical realm. They don't want to hear nothing about no dark night of the soul. They're not going through that. They're dealing with the physical reality, broken probably relationships, money, survival, power, right? They're dealing with the physical realm with things like that. Their world gets shaken physically. Their relationships, their money, their power, their positions and things like that get shaken for them. We, this divine spiritual, we the one with the dark night of the soul stuff. We the one looking in the Akashic records and seeing lifetimes and parallel realities and stuff. If it's your soul, understand this. The only thing that's going to connect your higher level soul, spiritual person to your lower level, egoic, physical, logic, masculine person is by you going to 5D, opening up the heart. That's the only thing y'all share together, that heart space. Because this your journey is to show you both unconditional love, to help you both remember unconditional love in the feminine, because she's spiritual, she leads the divine feminine principle. And the only way she can really lead is if she get her ass to 5D. And I've already did the inner Jungian video on the 5D, the awakening process. It's already in the library. All right? That's the most important thing I'm gonna tell you, baby. This ain't about being in limerence. Because a lot of people in the physical reality are not on twin flame journeys. Their ass is just pick-me's. Their ass is just desperate. Their ass is just in la-la land. Because if you're on a twin flame journey, you're going to be doing some spiritual work. If you ain't have no dark night of the soul, if you ain't been to the point where you just know with all your knowing that your life has changed spiritually, you ain't on a twin flame journey, baby. Now it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You could get you a soulmate. But I'm going to be very, very transparent in this here inner union library that I'm creating, because I am not here to mislead anybody. This is something sacred, something very sovereign. Now, if you're not up for doing the awareness work of being, then don't even go to my YouTube channel. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't even click on the orange shopping cart below and then put the alchemist oil on you and activate your heart space. Don't do it. Don't even ground yourself. No, go ahead on and go to bed. Right? Don't even put it on your navel for no spiritual aspects. Put it on your navel if you want to unlock parasites, and you just get the parasites out of the system, get the viruses and the inflammation out of your system, and go to work. Right? Because there's two different types of people on this journey. Those that's going to be ready or equipped to want to do the, or should I say, be sovereign and to remember themselves. And then there are those that are not. Broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many go. Narrow is the path that leads to eternal life. It is so simple, but few will find it, because it just requires being. It requires being, not doing. It requires the opposite of everything in the matrix. Coming from ego to soul. Coming from doing to being. Right? Coming from separation conscious to union. All right? Any other questions? Let's see. I want to make sure I get everything. You're new to technology? Oh, okay. What is the YouTube name again? It's Salt of the Earth Publishing. They don't care? Please, what's your YouTube name? About the spiritual, you're correct. Please, what's your YouTube name? Thank you for, I appreciate it. Okay, YouTube is Salt of the Earth Publishing. Salt of the Earth Publishing. Salt of the Earth Publishing. That's the name of my YouTube channel. Salt of the Earth Publishing. Yes. All right. So the library is going to be there. It's going to be for members only. And if you're new to seeing me express myself or talk about this here type of inner union, there'll be more. But a lot of these videos that I post, or a lot of the videos in the library rather, are done outside of me being here on YouTube. I mean on TikTok. I post the real juicy ones with steps privately, directly to YouTube itself. This particular video is going to be on there when I was speaking about the purpose of the divine masculine. There are so many levels to this, so much of deepening, so many questions that people will have on this journey, that I wanted to dedicate a whole library for the day that I decide I no longer want to speak. For the day that I decide that I'm just leaving this here social media thing and just being. And that day is approaching. I've been on this conscious journey for years. I've seen so many people in limerence, so many people get lost by the wayside, and it doesn't have to be. So I decided to use my platform to leave something behind. This library is going to be major. And I'm doing this to dedicate to someone I love dearly, but also to my little girl. Because once upon a time, when I was a little younger, I wanted to figure this out more than anything. And I wanted to figure it out by a person who looks like me, who could express and articulate themselves like me, and who had been through some hell, both in their physical reality with their health and spiritually, wondering, where is God? Is there a God? You know, wondering about energy, frequency, and vibration, and my soul expansion, and wanting to figure one thing out right about my soul and what was I born to do, and all of these different things. And so I said when I figured it out, I'd leave it behind for somebody who's like me. And this is why I'm doing the Inner Union Library on my YouTube channel. Once again, my YouTube channel is Salt of the Earth Publishing. Salt of the Earth Publishing. And my name is Goddess Just Be. So check me out on YouTube if you're interested in more of these videos. And every day I post at least, let me show you what my YouTube channel look like. Every day I post at least 3 to 4 videos about inner union to feel the log of the of the library. Let me show you if I can flip this around. This is what my YouTube channel looks like. In case you're trying to get that, you see that? It looks just like this here. Salt of the Earth Publishing. All right, you can see that. You see that glow? You see that, sweetie pie? This is a journey of remembering your soul, and I want to make sure that I have everybody on board with it. And if I were you, as it pertains to the membership, I would select the membership, which is the highest level, which is called the One. And the reason why I'm saying that is not because of the fee, it's because that particular one is going to expose you to all of the videos on Inner Union. You will go step by step where you'll be able to have these at your disposal. I'm talking about from the awakening process. I'm talking about the dark night of the soul. I'm talking about you learning how to surrender your identity shift from ego to soul. I'm talking about the void itself. I'm talking about the integration. I'm talking about the embodiment, the neutrality, the inner union, all of those levels, because you're going to go through those levels. And here's the thing. You don't have to take 15 years to figure this stuff out like me. I'm on roughly maybe 13 to 15 years of being conscious. And my dilemmas were because of me, only me. I can't blame outside circumstances. It was me on that healing part, which could last so long. God damn it, you just be healed. Just be it. It's just that quick shift, just like that, right? It was me on the attachment level. God damn it, let go of them freaking attachments. That's why on this Inner Union Library, I'm going to be telling you, God damn it, let the divine masculine go. I promise you, you're going to be better if you let that outside divine masculine go and work on your inside divine masculine. And then as within, so without. It is my promise to you that this library is not about nobody but you. It ain't no easy way to get your money so you can do this and do that and the third. No, goddamn it, it's you remembering your goddamn soul, because that is going to draw everything that you ever desired to you. And we're not doing this for desire. We're really ultimately doing this so you could drop the identity of that old person who you were and pick up the identity of being the I amness. Because the identity of the person got you in bondage to it. Identity of you being the person got you in bondage, just like the identity of you in limerence for that goddamn divine masculine person in the physical reality is going to hold you in bondage. It can hold you in bondage for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years. But baby, when you let it go, you'll see the purpose of the divine masculine was to trigger the shit out of you, to get all that stuff that you wouldn't let go out of you. You'll see once you get out, but when you're in it, you don't see. And I just have a passion for this, and I don't want people to spend so many years falling for the okadoke of all these little schemes out here that's trying to derail you on your path for your soul. You should let no thing separate you from the love of you made with your soul. No thing. All right? Cook. Glow. As above, so below. Yeah, girl. I had to. Let me see. I had got lost. I got it. Oh, okay, you got it. Good for you. Good for you. All right. No problem. So that's the video. The purpose of the divine masculine, if you're on a twin flame journey, is short, simple, to trigger the hell out of you. To trigger the hell out of you. Let's slow that down. To trigger the hell out of you. To trigger the hell, the lower frequencies, the lower emotions, that low trauma, the low beliefs that you picked up, to trigger the hell, that right there, out of you. Okay? And you orchestrated it. Start owning the stuff that you orchestrated in this realm.